What's going on YouTube? JT's here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about I Am Batman #3. This one was written by John Ridley, and the artwork is by Segovia. Okay, so this one picks up right after the events of issue 2. Last we saw, Tanya Fox was getting ready to meet her new client who Renee Montoya asked for her to defend. So we had that going on. We had the moral authority trying to get they were going to go make their way. One of them was going to go ahead and challenge Batman, or in this case, the Luke Fox Batman. And that's where we last left off. So we got that going on. We had this whole thing with the hidden agenda and all that stuff going on. We get a bit more of Jace Fox and how his father keeps scolding him for showing up to work late and has his responsibilities. So you got that going on there. We get a little bit of insight there. We still had Tanya Fox getting ready to meet Morris Caulfield, who was the guy who shot Anarchy. And we had the two detectives there. One of them still complaining about privilege like they were in the last issue. So and that may set some people to roll their eyes a bit, but it's not like it's a whole focus on the issue. But anyway, so Tanya Fox is there. She's going to defend him basically free of charge because there's more complicated issues arising around this whole situation. On top of that, the moral authority shows up to attack basically where he's being held with all sorts of infantry and weapons and stuff. Initially, Jace does not want to go and do anything about it, but as soon as he finds out Mama's there, I'm going to go. So I kind of liked a little bit of that. Even they kind of acknowledge, like, at one point, he's like, this one guy thought he had a chance, but my mother's on the other side of that door, so he basically had no chance. So there's some pretty violent-looking artwork here. I thought the artwork was the strongest aspect of the issue. Tanya Fox, who is Jace Fox's mom, is stuck in this cell right here, trying to defend her client. We have this whole army basically going in here. Jace kind of shows up, takes things down, and he goes to try and find his mom, who ended up shooting and killing somebody in self-defense who tried to go after her. And so now Tanya Fox has killed somebody. So that should be an interesting dilemma going forward. Jace takes someone down pretty easily. Then he takes the gun from his mom, and then he goes off to find more information on Arkadine, who, as we know, is pretty much shot and killed right here. And Simon Saint even makes a cameo here, too. They talk about the whole thing with the hidden agenda and all that stuff going on right now. So yeah, like, that's, I guess, the bit of the tie-in to Fear State. Otherwise, it really has nothing else. It's kind of off doing its own thing, but the issue itself, I think, was more entertaining than the previous couple issues, so it is getting better as it's going along. The artwork was quite solid this time around. There's definitely a lot of heavy bits of action. I like how initially Jace was hesitant to kind of go and take care of something. He was like, I'll let the other bats do it. It's not like, because he was focused on his own mission, but as soon as, you know, his mom was involved, he was like, okay, I'm there first thing. Whereas I feel like other members of the Bat family would have just like, okay, there's somebody in trouble, they would have jumped right out. But he's kind of got a bit of a personal thing he's working on. It's like, it's not my business. So that kind of sets him apart to be a little bit different from the other Bat family members. So he's kind of off doing a bit of his own thing. But as soon as Mama's involved, I'm there first thing. So that kind of sets him apart a little bit different. But anyways, quick impressions of the issue. I thought it was stronger than the other couple issues that we've gotten so far. It was issue 0, 1, and 2. The side supporting characters, not much in terms of excitement or anything that interesting there. I think having Tanya Fox shoot and kill somebody should be something that would be kind of interesting to explore going forward. Yes, it was in self-defense, but his mom just shot and killed somebody. I'm not sure if she's ever done that before, but that's going to weigh heavily on her going forward, and perhaps it'll change her viewpoint on the whole mask situation, because initially she was kind of against them and kind of giving support towards the magistrate and all that stuff. But now that this stuff has happened, I'm sure it's going to have a heavy effect on her going forward, including what happened with her client, who's just like, oh, congratulations, now you're kind of one of us. So that should be that's kind of the most interesting aspect about this, I think, going forward. It says Fear State tie-in, but it's not really tied in too much. But I think this is the last one that's supposed to tie into the event, because I think Fear State's finally going to end in the next week or two. So that should be pretty exciting to see how this thing all kind of ends, per se. But there you go. There's my quick impressions on the issue. Do I recommend it? If you're not already into this book, then I don't see a reason to get into it. The artwork, I think, was the strongest aspect of it, because, like I said, there's a lot of visceral action, and I like how he just went immediately, stopped everything and went to protect his mom. So, yeah, other than that, like, the story itself, I'm not too interested in it. Like, it's not really the most exciting that's going on right now. I think once we get past Fear State, then I'll be more intrigued by a lot of stuff. But I do think what'll happen with his mom is probably the most interesting thing going forward. So, yep, take it for what it's worth. If you've read this issue, tell me your thoughts in the comments section down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content, hit that bell for notifications, and I'll be back to cover some more stuff. I got Urban Legends, and I got the Joker issue that I'm going to try and post today, and then I'll go ahead and gradually work through and try and cover the remaining Fear State tie-ins that I haven't gotten to yet, so that includes Harley Quinn and Catwoman. So, yep, that's all I got to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.